In studio with me is the now Director of Communications for UP, Mr. Solomon Owusu. Today we have an exclusive with him to talk about the new political party. Yesterday he was very energized, leading the charge, and let me just welcome him. Good morning, Mr.
Good morning, Zach. Yeah, it's always good to be here. Yes. The last time I assured you that there will be a political party soon.
You did.
Yes,
you did. I happened to be there yesterday, and one of the things that caught my attention was when you were leading the chant. You were so invested. You were immersed in it.
Absolutely, because we have time with destiny. People are underestimating what we are doing. It's a carefully thought through process we are going through from the days of the movement for change to date. We are very much focused, and we know we'll get to the destination. We are, for the rest of our lives, we intend to invest the little energy we have to build a vibrant, robust political party that will change the narrative, as you and Kwaku were discussing. Many times, let smaller parties come and they don't perform. I can assure you that in 2028 and beyond, you will not be calling the UP a smaller party.
Interesting. Let's get into it now. From Movement for Change, one of the things we were very curious about was the name you were going to adopt. All right? But then we saw United Party, and of course we've heard that before in the political history of this country. I mean, talk to us about the choice for United Party.
So first of all, let viewers understand that the choice of the Movement for Change in 2023 was not the ideal situation or our focus. Remember, we formed the movement on the 25th of September 2023, barely 14 months into the general elections. So we had done our calculation, and we realized that if we were going to come out with a United Party then, it was going to be difficult for us to go through the electoral process, the electoral commission's processes to get our certificate on time to be able to take part in election 2024. That was the main reason why we came with the idea of the movement as a special purpose vehicle to support Mr. Alan Kyerematen. Many Ghanaians do not know that Mr. Alan Kyerematen contested election 2024 as an independent candidate. Many were of the view, are still of the view that the movement was a political party. The movement was never a political party. It was a pressure group sort of. And so the focus right from day one had been the United Party, just that we kept it to our chest. We didn't want anybody to know. So immediately after election 2024, we started working on our documents with the Electoral Commission. And on the 3rd of October 2025, the Electoral Commission gave us our license, and we decided to unveil it. So that has been the plan all along.
Wait, so as of 2023, the plan was to form a political party.
Absolutely.
But at the time, when you look at the schedule, it was not convenient for you.
It was too short. It was too short.
And as of 2023, you had United Party.
Yes, we had the United Party. We had a United Party, but we kept it to ourselves.
Wow.
Because, you know, in this country, leakages is one of the factors that causes a lot of political parties to collapse. We were very tight-lipped. In fact, until the day that we unveiled it, about 99.9% of Ghanaians didn't know the name that we were going to adopt, and that is positive for us. That shows that the people that are within the front lines are very committed to our cause.
Now, let's visit the United Party, because as I mentioned, we are familiar with it. We've heard it before in our political history. And the NPP, to a very large extent, believe that it is part of what has created the NPP now. It's almost like a part of the NPP to some extent. Hence why I've heard some NPP faithful say, well, I mean, UP and a few other parties is what birthed the NPP. So the UP, to some extent, belongs to them. And I've heard some say that they are even going to challenge your decision to adopt the name. I mean, tell me, first of all, why you decided to adopt UP?
First of all, let's put it in context that the NPP does not believe in the ideals of the UP. In recent years, all that you've been hearing from the NPP is that they are Danquah-Dombo-Busia Tradition. He barely or hardly mentions the name of UP. They have been telling you Danquah-Dombo-Busia. Haven't you been hearing this?
Yes.
It is only yesterday that we came up with the UP that all of a sudden they are telling us that their roots are coming from the UP. It's not true. They have abandoned that history long ago.
Is there the Dombo section of it, the UP section of it?
We don't even know what they stand for. How can you be a political party and you say, in spite of the fact that we have a lot of tribes, a lot of ethnic groups in this country, you're only restricting yourself to 3 gates. So that if you're not from the Danquah stock, if you're not from the Busia stock, if you're not from the Dombo stock, you don't have any opportunity in becoming somebody in the party.
But that is representative of the political parties that birthed the NPP.
That is not even, that is a twist of history. If indeed they really believe in the ideas of the UP, UP came into being because of an operation of law, Avoidance Discrimination Act that Kwame Nkrumah introduced. It's not even Kwame Nkrumah, it was a parliament in 57 that passed the Avoidance Discrimination Act to ban every political party that was formed along the lines of religion, tribe, and so on and so forth. So in order to save these parties, and it was not only these 3 gays that brought in the UP, you had the Shifin Mukwe from the Gan stock, or the, from the Gan stock, you have the Modisos, what's the name, Anlo Youth, you had the Muslim Association Party, you have the Northern People's Party, you have the Bafwa Kutose NLM. When was the last time you heard anybody from the NPP stock speak about or talk about Bafwa Kuto? For convenience, for twist of history, they have restricted themselves to Danquah-Dombo-Busia. But that is another subject that we will discuss later. Ours is a representation of the entire country. We want to unite the entire country. We don't believe in sectionalism. We don't believe in tribalism. We don't believe in restricting a political party to only 3 gates. We want to restrict our political party to the entire country, that everyone has a share in this party, and not like what our brothers are telling the world about. So I was very surprised that yesterday I had an MP say that they are even contemplating going to court. And I said, well, walao.
To challenge you.
I am daring him. If he's man enough together with his political party, they must be there.
I mean, legally though, that would be virtual, because there is no party at the EC that has been registered as you.
So right away. So clearly, that was why
it would be a difficult legal.
The interviewer was even surprised that you're going to go to court for United Party. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but there is no party at the moment registered in Ghana's United.
But I cannot fault the MP because we know how they have been dazed by.
You think they've been dazed?
Oh, they've been dazed. We know. I mean, the response rate across the country, is incredible. And let me assure you and Kwaku Asante and your listeners that just as we were saying, we are not going to concentrate in Accra. We are going to do more grassroots mobilizations across the entire country. We believe in that. In fact, one of the things that made the movement survive was our concentration on the grassroots. That is how come in less than a year, you saw the movement's activities across the length and breadth of this country. What worked against the movement was, first of all, we didn't have constituency executives, polling station executives. We call the polling station executives as cell leaders. We didn't have them. We didn't have regional executives. We didn't have national executives. We did not have parliamentary candidates, because if you are contesting as an independent candidate, you cannot have a parliamentary candidate in all these constituencies. So it worked against the candidature, the independent candidature of Mr. Alan Chamate. It's a totally different ball game. We are going to have all these structures in place. We are going to present 276 parliamentary candidates in 2028. And not just any parliamentary candidate. You will see the worth of these candidates in society come 2028. So we mean business, and since yesterday we have been making the inroads. We are going to establish our office. Very soon you will see our office within this constituency, and you will see our executives engaging, and you will see our activities.
And let's talk about, because yesterday, your founder, spent some time trying to help us appreciate the vision of the party, the mission of it, the key objectives, and I found some quite really interesting. If you don't mind sharing with us a bit more what the party is setting out to do.
So, first of all, we are a centrist party. That is our political philosophy.
What does that mean?
So, the NPP saying they are center-right, they are conservative party. The NDC saying they are center-left, they are socialist party. We are in the middle. We take the best from the center-left, we take the best from the center-right, and then we implement it in the middle. What it means is that government will play its original function. Every government is supposed to create an enabling environment. Government is not supposed to do business. When you create the enabling environment, then you allow the private sector to thrive on it. What does creating an enabling environment means? It means government must make sure that your city or your currency is very stable at all material type. Government must make sure that the road networks are very good, hospitals are functioning properly, schools are in better condition, your inflation, your policy rate, everything that makes an economy runs effectively is well done. Then the private sector can take advantage of it to improve the economy.
But around the world, is there any political party that has thrived being a centrist party? Because if you look at it, in the major democracies, you're either on the left or on the right.
No, they are all drifting to the center, but they shy to come clean on that because every government now is trying to create an enabling environment for the private sector.
I found that, very profound. Because if you look at the NDC, who say they are to some extent left.
Yeah, they are drifting, all of them.
The NPP says they are right, but then you see them socialist ideas here and there.
They are drifting to the
mix of both.
Yes, and it is because they themselves have not defined their objectives very clearly. When was the last time you heard from these two leading parties articulate their visions clearly? Or objectives clearly. So a lot of people that are following, if you ask them, if you brought them randomly to this studio, ask them, what is the objective of your party? I'm telling you, it's going to be difficult for them to answer. But we have stated it clearly that our political philosophy is a centrist one. Again, our vision is to make Ghana the economic powerhouse come 2040. The reason being that the AU itself says it is implementing what we call Agenda 2063. Where they envisage that the African continent will be rid of poverty, we will have all the infrastructure in place, our people will not be allowed to be traveling anyhow, we would have maximum employment on the continent, infrastructure and everything will be in place. For Africa Union to be able to achieve the Agenda 2063 means the individual countries within Africa must be thriving. So our success must come ahead of the AU so that the AU can achieve its objective. And that's why we believe that if we are given the opportunity to govern this country in 2020, which we believe, by 2040, Ghana must be an economic powerhouse. And it's not difficult. We have all that it takes to do that. We have all that it takes to get Ghana to be the economic powerhouse. What this country has been lacking is leadership. We have had terrible leadership in the last 32 years. Hence, our current deplorable situation.
Well, you consider every president that has come in the last 32 years, their work as terrible.
How about if you look at what is happening with our environment? I mean, it's an amalgamation of all the efforts that are committed into the destruction of the environment.
Because in that period, you're talking about Rawlings, you're talking about Akufo, you're talking about Males, you're talking about Mahama 1, Akufo-Addo, Mahama 2. Now, he described all they've done as terrible.
And because all of them took us IMF. You don't go to IMF when you are a healthy economy. So the mere fact that we have even been to the IMF on 17 occasions tells you that they were not doing anything. You go to the IMF when you cannot balance your payment. And you can only not balance your payments when your economy is not doing well. So it's not me that is saying that their own actions, their inactions is clear enough to tell you that they have failed. And we must tell them as it is. Now we have to chart a new course for this country. There has to be a paradigm shift from the duopoly. One of them has to go for us to replace them and to lead this country into prosperity, to bring all the talents in this country that can develop this country. Does it not surprise you? If I were to ask you that if you go to parliament, do you believe for a moment that the parliamentarians we have are our best shot as a country? The answer will be an emphatic no.
Really?
Absolutely. You can't tell me.
The MPs in parliament at the moment,
they don't represent the quality, the total quality of Ghanaians. It is because of the way and manner we have been doing our politics.
I mean, you've got lawyers there, you've got engineers there, you've got accountants there, you've got economists there, people with varied backgrounds there. For instance, look at the finance minister. He's a member of parliament. You look at his background, he's to a very large extent an economist. I mean, name them. And you think they don't represent the best?
A lot of them do not represent the best for this country. If we were doing our politics right, if we were not doing this tag politics, a lot of fine minds would have been very encouraged to enter our political space. And that is what the United Party is bringing. We are going to create the enabling environment, the atmosphere that will attract these minds that either to wouldn't join any of these political parties, that either to would not want to be seen to be doing politics to come. We will be doing that so that they can go and help this country. I don't believe that the ministers that we have are our best shots. The people that are manning state agencies are our best shots. We have a lot of quality minds in this country who have the technical know-how to be able to support our developmental agenda. But the way and manner our politics is, currently, you can't do that. UP is a problem.
What are you doing to attract these crop of people into your party? Because, I mean, the perception among many is that politics is dirty. They look at how individuals who get into politics are treated, how sometimes some of them are even discussed, you know, even on platforms, and they just find it completely uncomfortable to associate with. What are you doing as UP to be able to attract people, to make people feel comfortable to want to even become political?
So in the UP, we accept all shades of opinion. That is the first point. If you want to encourage someone to join your political party, you must be ready to accept their opinion. You don't impose your opinions on them. And that is why most of them want to stay away. Again, monetization of our politics is also getting a lot of them to stay out of politics. Someone is a university lecturer. We all know their salaries. They have not stolen from the state before. They have not done any of the nefarious activities that can get them the much needed money that you are looking for. They are not associated with your drug barons, your galamseyers, and people that are doing all manner of bad things to society. And because of that, they cannot raise the amount of money you are expecting from them. You are already taking them out. So with the UP, we would not monetize our politics. No. It is, we have made it clear that we would rather...
You'll be charging development fee.
It will never cross our mind, let alone even charging. How can you go and charge 4 million? And when we say 4 million, it looks so small to the ordinary Ghanaian. What they are saying is that before your picture comes on the ballot, you must go and pay 40 billion. Billion, 40. Who does that?
I mean, that is how you raise money for them.
How can you raise money? Is that the way you... That is why every political party must have a database, and you take dues from members, and you occasionally engage in what you call fundraising. After all, you are not a profit-making organization. You are a non-profit-making organization. So why must you be taxing few people like that? And why do you expect these people to be getting the money from? It is a reason why we are unable to fight against issues like Galamsey. They will end up going back to these people who are engaged in illegal mining, go and take the monies from them, come and use it to file for their nominations. If they are able to go through and win an election and subsequently go into the national election and win to become presidents, you tell them to go and sack these galamseyers. They go and see them and say, but have you forgotten you came to me for money? I got the money from these enterprises. I'm not going to stop. And that is why, how come we are unable to fight galamsey? The basis of it is the monetization of our politics, and we intend to do away with that.
Another group that I'm sure you'll be targeting is the youth. And if you look at the political space at the moment, if you look at even the 2024 elections, it does appear to a very large extent that at least based on what the analysts are saying, a lot of the young people in our universities seem to be drifting towards the NDC. They found the NDC very attractive. It used to be NPP, and now the youth seem to be finding NDC attractive to a very large, although you see that, but you also see some of the youth finding NPP attractive. I mean, you go to a university, it's TESCON and TAIN. What are you doing to try and invade that space? So,
Musba, I can assure you that a year by now, if we were to have an interview, the narrative would change. On our various campuses, I was there when TESCON was formed. In fact, TESCON was formed on Kenya University campus. I had got into Kenya University in my first year, and I saw everything that happened. In fact, I was a staunch member of that group. We helped build it. One of the things that attracted a lot of students to the NPP in those days was the fact that Rawlings' history didn't help the NDC. The NDC was also not performing in terms of the management of the economy. I remember how Harry Sawyer had to suffer in our hands to the extent that you even composed a song for him, if you remember. Harry Sawyer, when himself Ponche, because of the way the NDC was managing the economy. And one of the things recently, they said they are stress-free, what's the name?
Yeah, fees.
People that have no appreciation of history that will celebrate that. And I always tell Haruna Idris and his people that you were leaders in those days. You remember one of the issues that brought about the mob rower struggle that we were fighting against government was the fact that government under the NDC had introduced the student facility user fee, residential facility user fee, and that we said we didn't need to pay it. We went on demonstration, we fought the government, and it became terrible. So if after 25 years or so you are bringing it back, you cannot pat yourself in the back. You brought it in the first place, and you are taking it back. So it encouraged a lot of people to join the NPP. Again, the leadership of the NPP at that time, can you imagine J.H. Mensah speaking? Some of us were taking notes. The quality of representation, that's why I took you to Parliament, was so marvelous that it endeared the NPP that had about 67 members of Parliament in 1996 to become the majority party in 2000 because of the quality of representation. You cannot say same for today. And it is the reason why in selecting our leadership as an interim party or interim executive, we chose carefully people that have credibility in society. You can't take it away from Mr. Alan Kyerematen as the founder of the party. His credibility level, his level of intellect, his level of appeal to the Ghanaian people. He comes across as an honest politician, as someone who does things meticulously. And I dare say that if you are taking the best 3 politicians in this country, his name will never be missing from that.
And that's where some also come up with the argument that building a party around, an individual figure like Alan Kyerematen, we've seen that. Rawlings with the NDC, we've seen that, with some other political parties, CPP with Nkrumah and co., and even in the other parts of the world. And the fear is that when that individual, phases out, then it becomes difficult to sustain the party. The party literally, goes into oblivion. So instead of, giving us the big man politics of Alan is our founder, leader, why not make the party, a base party sort of?
So it is not...
You understand the fear there?
No, but I understand, and I'm even not for building party around personalities. I'm only telling you why we're setting on some of the personalities, because whether you like it or not, personalities also count. That people would be encouraged to join your political party based on the individuals that they see in that, whether or not they are credible. I was talking about the leader. I was going to go to the national chairman, Boniface Abubakar, someone who was a member of parliament in Salaga, and in the then northern region, now Savannah region, did his term of office, came to the greater Accra region, and because of the dint of hard work that he put in place, he was able to win the Medina seat. That's incredible, to be a member of parliament in 2 different regions. It tells you the levels of credibility that he possesses. Yabo Abia Samoa is an astute politician. You understand? You're talking about Hobson Andoye, you're talking about myself, and we are people that really believes in structures. And it is the reason why yesterday we gave you our vision. We gave you our mission, and we gave you our key objectives. And it is these things that binds political parties, that grows political parties. Because if we come to our political party, the United Party, it is not going to be Mr. Alan Kyerematen sitting in the house and telling us that, I want this person. No, it doesn't work like that. The movement, really? No, of course, because we are dealing with constitution. We have submitted our constitution to the Electoral Commission. So the constitution is not you, Mr. Alan Kyerematen. The constitution is not you, Mr. Boniface Abubakar. The constitution is not you, Yabo Abia Samoa or Hobson Andoye or all the national executives. It's about it is written, what we have all agreed that we have submitted to the Electoral Commission. So that if what you are doing falls outside the constitution, then it becomes an illegality, and that will be rejected by the political party. That is what any political party that wants to thrive must go with. So I agree with you, and that is exactly what we intend to do.
What about those who say, for instance, the names you mentioned, these were former members of NPP,
yes,
who were not happy with the party,
yes,
and form Movement for Change, now come up with UP. We saw it in NDC once upon a time with Gusitano and co, and now we are now seeing it manifest in the case of the NPP. Some say we've seen this before. We've seen this before. These are just is a new party of people who are disgruntled, disgruntled NPP members. How do you respond to that?
Well, I do not fault them because the past is not encouraging them, but they must also understand that there's always a first time to everything. There is always a first time that a political party will emerge and displace or dislodge one of the two. Remember that I have always been saying that the Catholic Church was a very big church. The Catholic Church started misbehaving along the way. Members were questioning them that, hey, you have to refrain from what you were doing because you were deviating from your core values. They did not understand. Out of it came the Methodist Church and the Presbyterian Church. Can you tell me today that the Presbyterian Church and the Methodist churches are not doing well? They are doing well. They also came, they started making some mistakes. And out of it came the Pentecostal churches. As we speak today, the Church of Pentecost remains the biggest church in this country with the numbers. Yeah. So Kwame Nkrumah said it, and we believe it, that organization decides everything. Most of the parties that you have talked about, they were not organized. I said they wanted to do something to represent something. We are not doing something to represent something. We are actually interested in taking over the reins of government, and that is why we have our structures. I believe yesterday you heard us mention all our regional executives.
Yeah.
From there, we are moving to the constituency executives. Very soon, you see our offices scattered across all the 276 constituencies in this country, with the polling stations, we call them the cell leaders, actively working. We have even introduced another layer called community leaders, because we believe that beyond these polling station executives, constituency executives, there are also influential people in society that must always be made known of your activities, that they can contribute. So right from the beginning, they are part of your organization, and that is what we are bringing on board. It's something that we have thought through. We have a clear-cut plan that we would roll it out perfectly, and you will be the first person to.
One is wondering, instead of going through all this stress, if you want to call it, to set up all these offices, the party you belong to says they are ready for reconciliation. It says, look, come, let's sit down, let's talk, let's resolve all the issues we had. Let's come back together, build a party, and fight for 2028. So they chew out an amnesty for everyone. Why not? Someone is wondering, why not just embrace it instead of deciding to go this route? And they, expenses that's going to come with it, the amount of work crisscrossing the country that's going to come with it. Why not embrace the amnesty the former party was offering you?
First of all, I signed on to join the new Patriotic Party. The new Patriotic Party. In fact, I was born into it. At the time that some of us were following our parents, we saw how it was, how lovely it was to associate yourself with the NPP, because it was a party that believed in divergent opinion, believed in the free enterprise market, believed in people owning to their own life. What you have today is NPP, but it's not the new Patriotic Party. It is the Nana People's Party.
Nana's People's Party.
And I didn't sign on to Nana People's Party. If it was about Nana Akufo-Addo, I wouldn't have joined the NPP.
Wait, you mean the party has now become
Nana People's Party? That is why they are not seeing their way clear. It is a collapse party. They are only waiting to confirm that collapse, total collapse, on the 31st of January 2026. Nothing more of that.
Why do you think the party is going to collapse?
Because we know the character of the party. Look, a party that someone can just go and sit on there and run down people that really wants to lead the party in the general elections. I thought that, having told us about the sins of those that intend to be the presidential candidates, some of which borders on criminality, that would be enough. They have moved it and not further, by now describing to it as the health status of some of the leading figures. We are not told by people from the camp of Baumia that Kennedy Japan is mad. In fact, they opened his head. They didn't have to heard it.
I haven't heard that.
Oh, Musbada, are you a neophyte in Jerusalem?
No, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it.
You of all people?
I haven't heard it.
But what are you dealing with? If you haven't heard it, then who has heard it? But I'm telling you that it has happened. That they are saying Kennedy Japan is mad. Someone who could be a leader of your party. So having said this, how do you then go and market it to the generality of Ghanaians? Do I want a mad person to lead me? The answer is an emphatic no. Now, from the camp of Kennedy, they say the former vice president, Mahmoud Bawumia, is also suffering from autism. Do I want someone who is suffering from autism to lead me? The answer is an emphatic no. So if you have a political party in the nature of the United Party, why would we abandon it and go under a party whose likely leader could be an autistic person or a mad person? You wouldn't advise me to do that. Is that not the case?
But then you go there and then lead the party yourself.
No, but before you even get it, you see how they are rushing to go and even do their primaries? They would have selected their leader. We also have our leader. So who cede his authority or position to the other? On the contrary, we will be inviting the new Patriotic, the Nana People's Party, to stay there, but invite those that believed in the ideals and principles of the new Patriotic Party to join that formidable party. And indeed, since yesterday night, the number of people that are joining our party is incredible.
Wait, you've opened registration?
Absolutely,
already?
and they are calling all over the country. As for the Ashanti region, what they are saying is that UPNABA, that is the party of the king. It has come. And so they are coming in, and that is the reality of the day anyway. They are coming in their millions. So we don't have a problem. But we believe that reasoning will prevail, they will join our party ultimately, and then we will prosecute the election of 2028 and win power against the National Democratic Congress to better the loss of the people of this country.
Talking about the loss of the people of the country, I want the people themselves to call in and engage you. What question do you have for Mr. Solomon and the United Party? Do you have any questions? If it has to do with forms, where you can pick forms and register to be part of the party, or if you have, you want to pick their thoughts on some, critical national issues, where they stand on that. We'd love to hear from you. Let's turn it into a town hall sort of, but you're going to call in, and the phone lines are going to be displayed on your screen right now, so you can call us and then ask him questions about the party, what the party stands on, other issues. Just call in right now, and we'll pick your calls on it. All right? Let me just get your thoughts on this one also, because yes, it does appear your messaging is strongly directed at the NPP, and it's understandably so. But then you have a very formidable NDC, They're in government, they're formidable, they look very well organized, and I'm wondering how you're positioning your party in any way at all to be able to compete with them, because at the moment they appear to be the party of choice now. Just before you answer that, I understand someone is calling us from where? Raf from Nungwa. Hello, Raf.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Raf. Let me hear from you.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. You've got a question for the United Party?
The United Party, I wish them good, but it's not small journey. It's a big journey. So Solomon, I can say that Solomon is fighting for the UP to come out, but because now the next fight. Go why? Nana Akufo-Addo and have open Ghanaians. Formerly Ghanaians don't follow politics, but nowadays Ghanaians are very wide, and like even that reason why Mahama is very careful. If you can watch Mahama in second term, though things are not going by, it's better than because right now the economy are, and right now, because someone have destroyed the 8 years. Even you can imagine, can use some few months or 1 year to arrange the country.
So what would you want the United Party to do, really? What would you want them to do? What would you want to see them do?
Oh, but yesterday I listened to Alain Martin. All the things he said is very good. All the things Alain Martin said yesterday is very good. It's a nice idea. But it lets have Ghanaians or some of the politicians, they will say so many sweet words. But when the moment they enter office, no, they change.
All right.
The moment they enter office, no. But if the UP can be stronger, we ask for NPP, it has destroyed already. There's no way NPP will come to power again.
All right.
So the UP have to be strong so that we the youth, because we love Ghana.
All right. Thank you.
I can't go to Kenya and say I'm a Kenyanese or Zimbabwe.
All right.
I'm a Ghanaian.
All right. Thank you very much, Raf. Thank you very much, Raf.
You guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We'll pick some more calls. You heard Raf there. He says, look, politicians say a lot of things and later they act otherwise. We want to respond.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree with him, and that is why I took you back to why the Ghanaian would change the NDC and the NPP come 2028. We have been treated to this lies by these two leading political parties for 32 years of our lives. I don't know his age. Maybe ever since he was born, the only thing he has seen, or the only governments he has seen in his life, is the NDC and the NPP. So he's right. And it is the more reason why he must do away with the two. It's the more reason why. So, Ralph, Yes, your concern is genuine and germane, but what you have to understand is that your situation today has been unleashed onto you by these two parties, and it is the reason you must join the... Yes, we know that it's going to be a difficult, the road is going to be rugged and not smooth, but we have analyzed it and we believe that it's within reach.
Well, I have a caller from Upper West, all the way from Upper West. Hello, my brother.
Hello.
Yes.
I am Alasan. I said Upper East Region.
Upper...
Okay.
All right, Upper East Region. Al-Hassan, let's hear from you. You have a question and comment for the United Party?
Well, I don't actually have any question, but just to emphasize one or 2 points. I mean, you see, all these parties that are coming on, I'm looking forward to see something like, this is a break away from NPP, isn't it? Yeah. So my advice to the Mr. Solomon is that I do admire him very well. So they should tone down small and we see the talk shouldn't be too much. For us, as an SPA, I think that the way things are going on, they will get any edge over NPP. But as for we don't mind maybe joining another party again.
Thank you very much, Al-Hassan.
So I thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. He said he should tone down a bit. He said you should tone down a bit.
How can you tone down when you are doing politics? I mean, the message must get down to the people. What I heard him say is that we must also do a lot of the grassroots mobilization, which is very true, that we are going to do it massively. And let me say something, that the NDC and the NPP, they are not formidable.
Really?
They are not. They are not. You see, it is one of the problems this country has had is also with the media. And I like it because multimedia, you are not doing that. You have given these two political parties the edge over all the other political parties. Look at paneling of panelists of various programs. We have the NDC representatives, we have the NPP, as though this country only has two political reps. If you want to be on the show and you are coming from a different political party, you have to go through hell. So, right from the beginning, you have set the stage for two political parties. That is what is making them think that they are formidable. They have serious issues.
All right. Dennis is calling us from Techiman. Hello, Dennis.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Dennis. What's your thoughts and questions for the new party?
Okay, I'm very excited to see this political party come into force. I think that the NDC should brace itself. Once we are disgruntled with its performance, we are definitely moving to the United Party. So, Owusu, good morning to you. You are doing very great at your communications. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dennis. He says that he's excited about it, and he seems to confirm what you were saying, that you've been receiving calls all over the country.
Mosba, I will not lie for any reason, and I can tell you that if the NDC is thinking that they are formidable, already the appointment of people into this government has created a huge problem within this administration. Just that people are crying or weeping within. That would expose itself in the near future. As for the NPP, I came from the NPP. My family, entire family were voting for the NPP before I left. I can tell you that the last election, all of them drifted to the movement, and for that matter, voted for Mr. Lanchomati. Now that it's a political party, they are happier. They are all going to fight to even be executives in the various constituencies. A lot of the leading figures and a lot of the members of our party came from the NPP. So obviously the NPP has been battered. That is right. But the larger Ghanaian population is the message that we are going to sell to them, the message of hope. They recently opened the Ghana Armed Forces portal or something for people to apply to the army. Go and see the numbers. Sometimes you see a personality that wants to enter into the army and you ask yourself, is he really interested in the army? The answer is an emphatic no. It is because of the lack of opportunities available in the system. That is why people must survive.
I have a caller from Ahafo, and just skip the name a bit. But hello, my brother.
Hello.
Yes. What's your name again?
My name is Saeed, countryman from Ahafo.
Countryman from Ahafo. Talk to me.
Yeah,
yes, Mr. Owusu is here. United Party has finally arrived.
Well, something born out of frustration and disgruntled members, I'm not sure it will hold. I'm not sure it will stand.
Why?
Our political history in Ghana does not favor political parties or people who form a political party because they are disgruntled with their mother party. Our political history has never favored any such endeavor.
But there is a first time to everything, isn't it? I mean, you talk about you talk about the CPP and Nkrumah. They broke away from the UGCC and they became a formidable party. Sorry?
How many years ago?
Yeah, but it's part of the political history. It's part of what has happened in the political history.
And I'm saying that the voter has become so sophisticated. The Ghanaian populace has changed over time. 1949 compared to 2025 will not do. And we've seen NDP in the recent past. We've seen Gusitano and his party in the year 2000 elections. It didn't hold. Those who left the NDC in the year 2005 to form Democratic Freedom Party, it didn't hold. Eventually, they went back to their mother party because the few disgruntled people who are leading cannot hold so many people to ransom. It doesn't work that way. And so there was a general amnesty, some advantage. A lot of people who backed Alan Cash and his movement in the past came back to the mother party. And today they are part of the NPP. And so for somebody like my uncle Boniface, the NPP did very well with him. We made him a minister. We made him a coordinator. We made him an NPP. For somebody like my senior Boabia Samoa, he was communication director. Against all odds, we defended him. For somebody like our uncle Alan Cash, all these opportunities he's had over the years to serve them to serve Ghana was because of the NPP. You see, if you lose elections, internal elections, and you think the best way forward is for you to leave to form, it means you're not a leader. You should stay and make the home better for everyone.
Well, but do you feel...
So we are welcoming them. Unfortunately,
just a question. Just a quick follow-up. If you can listen to me. Do you feel that the formation of this new political party is a betrayal of the NPP by these individuals? Is that how you feel?
I'm only saying that it's not... I won't call it a betrayal. I'll call it an adventure to deepen how disgruntled they are. It's an adventure for them to deepen how disgruntled they are. They know surely that it will not bear any fruit. They know. From movement for change, that movement did not change anything. Now they say United Party, fine. They've gone for a name that resonates deeply with our tradition. That's a story for another.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
First of all, you answered him rightly. I mean, he started by saying that if you look at the history of our country and you pointed him to history, say, oh, but that one is different. You see, clearly he's an MPP member. He's very much dazed by what we have done, but we can understand the frustration. In the near future, he will see the need to join our political party. I want to assure him that...
But he makes a very cogent point about even Kunedu Ajima-Rawlings, the wife of the leader of the NDC, went to set up a whole political party. We saw it ended up, we saw Gusitano went round, now he's packed back to the NDC. We've seen it every now and then. He makes very solid arguments about this time.
The point is that
the sophistication of the voters at this point.
That was NDP. The mere fact that your father could not go to the university does not mean that the kids will not be able to go to university. This argument doesn't hold. Organization decides everything. We are very much organized. We have thought through the whole political environment, and we believe that with what we are going to do, we'll definitely make it to where we want to get.
Is it Upper West he's calling from? Did he say Upper West, guys? Boko? Wow. We have a caller from Boko.
Boko is coming in?
Yes. Boko is coming in. Hello, my brother from Boko. What's your name?
Yeah. Good morning.
Good
morning.
And
then my brother Solomon. In fact, you see, I've listened to your conversation, and I wanted Solomon to understand that politics is not about accusing each other. It's about how you talk to people, and people buy your idea, and they support you. We have seen 2008, we have 17 candidates, Apreku and the late Alhaji Aliu Mahama. All of them were contesting, but nobody castigated anybody. All their concentration is to talk to the delegates. So if the delegates buy their idea, and they will vote for them. But I have seen that the NPP flag bearers, those who have broken away from the NPP, NPP. You see, they were holding positions in the NPP. A lot of them, even including Alan Chimatin was a trade minister. When he was a trade minister under President Nana Akufo-Addo, if NPP has done wrong, means that all of them they were inside. Because as a trade minister, if the dollar, how much was the dollar at that time? They were a contributing factor to the loss of the NPP. I have seen that those who are contesting and those who are broken away from NPP, castigating each other, they were selfish. All of them were selfish interests. Don't castigate your fellow friend, your fellow contender. Talk to the delegates. If the delegates buy your idea, they will vote for you. But for Alan and then
just a follow up though.
Alan and
just a follow up though. They say that, I mean, they did talk to the delegate. They tried to do to work within the regulations of the party, but they said they were frustrated. They said they were not given a fair ground to compete fairly, and why they decided to break away. They say your party did not make it.
You see, my brother, the reason is that I'm staying in Boku here. All the discussion you people have been making, all political our political leaders discussing we know those who are performing and non-performing people. So if somebody should come and tell me Alan is not performing, how would I listen to him? So my problem with them, somebody in Accra cannot sit down, me in Boku here, and tell me that Alan is not working, or Baume is not working, or Mr. A is not working. Come and tell me what you have done to me, and I'll buy your idea and vote for you. Right. But if you are accusing, you are not being treated fairly, and you are not they have not done ABCD to you, and because of that, you are broken away from the NPP and joining a UP, a movement for change, and that is UP tradition today. You are part of the NPP. No matter what are you going to tell the people when you are part of the NPP?
And just finally,
when NPP lost the election, you are also part of it. Because you were a trade minister at that time. We have seen the role you have played.
Will you ever consider joining the UP in future?
Pardon me?
Will you ever consider joining the new party?
I will, because I will not join for a new party because I have seen Rollins' time when Konadu formed a party. Konadu, Rollins, who brought the NDC into government, his wife formed a party, but the people decided to vote for Atamens, leaving Konadu. So if you go and vote, if you go and form your own party, that is your cup of tea. Right. But the NPP is still NPP.
Right,
we are not going to leave NPP today. We're not going to leave NPP tomorrow.
Right,
because they are broken away just to downplay, just to bring NPP into opposition.
Right,
and everybody is discerning. All Ghanaians are discerning. Voters are discerning.
All right, thank you.
We advise ourselves.
Let's come to studio now. You heard him.
So he said Ghanaians are discerning.
They are discerning, and
I'm sure I'm not a Togolese. I'm a Ghanaian. I'm discerning, and I've said that we are joining. We have moved on to become the United Party. He's saying
what they are saying is that by forming this party, you're only strengthening the NDC.
It doesn't strengthen any NDC. It rather strengthens the democracy of this country, and we are going to win elections. You see, where he's coming from, the Bokoda he's coming from. I can tell you that if we are going to hold elections tomorrow, the United Party will beat the two parties.
Wait, if a general election...
I am telling him, he doesn't even know his environment.
If a general election
if I throw this challenge, if they should let us go and do a pilot elections there.
If a general election is held tomorrow,
if they know,
the new UP party
will beat the two political parties.
Will beat NDC and NPP.
I'm telling you, on a single matter of the Boku conflict, on a single matter or a simple matter of the Boku conflict, the two parties have not been able to resolve it. They are dilly-dallying with it. He knows it. His view is not representative enough. But like I said, as you move ahead or go on, you will see the impact of this political party.
I have a caller from Botiano here in Accra. Hello, my brother from Botiano.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Emmanuel, right? Let's hear from you, Emmanuel.
Yeah, I'm Emmanuel. Mr. Solomon, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I think United Party have a very good idea about mining that I want you to emphasize on it. then I hope even if NDC is buying into that idea, I think they are going to go a long way. But here they are doing a different thing altogether. So please, I want you to emphasize on it. And also I want to congratulate you for your new party. And as one caller said, work on the grassroots so you're able to capture voting voters. But there are a lot of voting voters who don't know where they belong to. So I really want to congratulate you and your leader, Honorable Alan Chairman.
All right, thank you, Emmanuel. Specifically, he wants you to, elaborate on your plan, mining plan.
So first of all, let me thank Emmanuel as well. We are in the millions, we are in the millions.
You think he's a potential member of your party?
No, we have a lot of members. He's a member. People are not happy with your NDC and NPP, let me tell you. The thing is that we submitted our great transformational plan to the current president to implement as much as possible what he can do with it, because we believe in Ghana first. We don't believe that someone has to fail before we come and take the reins of government. We gave it to him. It contains all the proposals concerning mining. We have said that if we were given the opportunity, we would have banned small-scale artisanal mining for a year and to gather all those young guys and then reclaim the land. We would have revoked the LI 2462 immediately. We would have, as it were, ban mining on water bodies. It was not going to, it wouldn't have even crossed our minds. It would have been a no-go zone. We would have revoked all licenses that were issued in the last 15 years. Because if you go onto the field, all that they are saying is that we have license. The mere fact that you have license does not mean you have to mine irresponsibly. So we would have revoked it and then ask them to all reapply. There would have been a new committee, because we believe that there are so many lapses within the Minerals Commission and the Lands Commission. We strengthen it, we add other agencies to it, we vet your proposals carefully before you are issued with the license. I
have somebody from Kumasi, where you say so many people are from
Kumasi.
Hello,
Kumasi.
My brother from Kumasi, what's your name, please?
My name, good morning, my
good
brother.
Morning.
My name is Seidu Kwanya.
All right, let's hear from you.
Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity. I think the Movement for Change Now, United Party, they are taking their distance from the PNP. Those who went out from the PNC and formed the PNP. So that's what they are doing. And Solo should be told that anytime he's talking, he should remember that when you form something out of bitterness, it won't go anywhere. My problem with them is that anytime I hear them talking on TV or maybe radio, you see that they'll be attacking the opposition. Meanwhile, you are also in opposition. Are they the opposition government, or they are also benefiting from some of the looting this government is doing for the country? Because I don't understand that. If they are opposition, they are opposition. If they are in government, they should let us know. But all what they are doing, they are copying from the PNP. That's what I can see from there. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much. She says that just like the PNP came out of PNC, that's how you've also come. Then he's wondering why you an opposition party are attacking a fellow opposition party when the target should be the one in government.
First of all, as I was brought here by multimedia to respond to questions. Because you have been asking me questions. You took me to the MPP. If you ask me questions about the MPP, I'd like to answer or respond with answers from NDC. How I'm supposed to deal with that? If the questions are about the NDC, I will deal with that. I understand his frustration. He knows the impact that the formation of the party has caused in the region, in the Ashanti. So you could see the voice is down. It's so down. So unfortunately, I can't help it. But what I can say to you is that it's redemption time. All of you are going to join our political party. I know, we formed the political party. We unveiled it yesterday. And immediately after that, I'm doing this. So if you open phone lines, people that are bruised will definitely have. But with time, you see, time heals wounds. They would understand it and come to us.
One brother from Ho is calling us. Hello, my brother from Ho. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is William, and I'm calling from Ho in the Volta region.
Let's hear from you, Williams.
Thank you for the opportunity. I want to congratulate United Party. I'm very happy, and I want to tell Solo that he should call on me whenever he comes to Ho or they open an office in Ho. I want to join them.
Wait, you want to join the United Party?
Yeah, I love the party. I want to join the party.
Why do you love the party already?
Because, I mean, everything that Alan said yesterday, I was so impressed. And then I believe we that's the way to go.
But what are the things that stood out for you from what he said yesterday?
Especially when he said, they are going to do different things from what NPP and NDC have been doing.
So for you, this is love at first sight, isn't it?
Exactly. I'm so happy, and I want to be part of the United Party.
Well, thank you very much, Williams, for calling us from home.
Williams is always welcome. I'm going to look up to him. I will go and visit him in Ho. We are going to tour the every nook and cranny of this country. We will visit. And I can tell you that the mood out there is not what is being painted. People are not happy with the NDC and the NPP. They believe that there has to be a new party with different minds. For instance, we are saying that given the opportunity, we will introduce what you call a second chamber. We will disbandle
the Council of State.
The Council of State. What has been the Council of State's usefulness to our body politic?
Advising the president.
What advice? What advice? So are they the ones who have been advising for us to have all the high inflation rates and so on and so forth?
They advised the president to, in the case of the removal of the Chief Justice.
We believe that that should have been done by a second chamber. If you have a second chamber full of professionals, full of ordinary people here and there, then you give that mandate to them.
But that's extra cost to the country.
Now you would have disbanded the Council of State. How much you were paying to the Council of State would then be paid to the second chamber, and they will be doing the selection of your IGP, the Chief of Defense Staff, of your Chief Justice, so that you take away the pressure of the president. Colorizing with political connotations, then it becomes an independent. That is how we will have confidence in state institutions.
Sorry, forgotten where you said our next final caller is calling us from. Hello, Abdullahi, calling us from... Abdullahi, please, if you can hear me, go ahead. Where are you joining us from?
Yeah. The reason being that, I don't see the rationale behind the distance, what Alan did, no. I see it to be ungrateful to Nana Akufo. Because when the government comes to when Nana Akufo comes to power, he employed Alan twice, and he was the first appointment. He was the first person who got the appointment, and most of the leaders, including Bonofi. So how come suddenly? How come? I don't know the reason why. I don't know the reason why he's breaking away from the party.
Do you feel hurt by this decision to form a new party? Do you feel like really hurt?
We see it to be ungrateful to NPP. We see it to be ungrateful.
Well, he says that you are afraid the NPP might collapse with this formation of the party.
NPP will never collapse. How many parties? How many parties do come? How many political parties do form from NPP? Did NPP collapse? So I don't see NPP to be collapsing. So my summarized point is about it's ungratefulness that they are showing to us.
But do you think they will survive though? Do you think they will survive the test?
They will never make it. They will never make it because even Ashanti region that they were having hope. Look at the outcome. Even the votes that we get within Yendi Township is bigger than their nationwide votes. So I don't see the fortune of what they are doing.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was our final caller. Thank you very much. You want to respond?
Abdullahi, like I said, we unveiled the party yesterday. These are members of the NPP that are very much unhappy. We understand the frustration.
And just finally, though, you were sharing with us in the beginning about what you're going to do. You're going to tour the entire country, set up offices here and there. I'm wondering, why are you going to get the money to do all of that?
First of all, people are already calling us. Landowners are calling us that they are willing to give us our properties free of charge.
Really?
I'm telling you, you see, when...
People are already calling you to come and take their offices.
That is it. That is it. That is what is happening. And we are very grateful. Let me use this medium to thank all those well-meaning Ghanaians.
That will still not be enough.
No, but
where are you going to get the money from?
No, we are going to do fundraising as well. You know, it's only in Accra, Kumasi, the big cities that rent is very relatively expensive. So as members, all of us are going to adopt various constituencies and to chip in our small bit to be able to organize these offices, and then we will roll out. It's not something that we have not thought through. It's going to happen.
You also mentioned you're going to do a few elections. I just understand there's a Gideon caller on there. My producers have just pushed him in. Then we can take final words and wrap this up. Hello, Gideon. Are you still there?
I'm calling from Asamankas. I would like to congratulate the UP party. Yeah, I'm saying that the UP party has come to stay. I mean, Asamankas, so they should come and open a branch here. We are ready to join them.
Oh, wow. You're excited, eh?
Yes, please. I'm so excited.
What about it are you excited?
What about their policies they have put in place?
Which policies are you referring to?
That there are 10 pillars. Yes, there are 10 pillars they put in place during the 2024 elections. How to manage or fight Galamsey and brothers. Yes.
I can.
And the majority.
You want to be
majority of the youth are unemployed, so they become an open branch in Asamankas. We already begun them.
Thank you very much, Gideon. Final caller. They want an office in Asamankas.
I mean,
people are asking for you. Open the offices. Let them come and register.
They are going to have it. Forms are also going to be out soon. They will be registering both online and also with hard copies. I tell you that the response rate is massive. You will not brag for any reason, but let's also let Ghanaians understand that election 2028, all of us will be starting from ground zero.
Really?
Yes, or every political party that will be contesting election 2028. We will not say that in election 2024, you had 6 million, so that 6 million is where you are going to start from. All of us are going to start from point zero. So it is about harvesting of votes from today to go. And what will be the defining moment, the difference between our party and the rest of the parties is the policies that we are putting in place. I'm very happy that the last caller from Asamankas was able to pinpoint the 10 pillars that we were talking about, the strategic anchor industry.
Looks like someone who has followed you.
Because we had a message, and one of the problems that we had as a movement was that Mr. Lanchimate contested as an independent candidate. Look, 95% of polling agents that we deployed to various polling stations were denied access. They were not allowed to go and supervise, observe the elections.
But you need accreditation. Did they get accreditation?
That is the point. But with a political party, would you be able to deny us that? Again, Mr. Lanchimate did not have parliamentary candidates that would have also protected his interest in the various constituencies. In the coming days, we will do an expose on what happened in 2024. That I can challenge anybody in this country that the votes that they gave to Mr. Lanchimate was never the votes he got.
Really?
I'm telling you so. They can be laughing.
You have the votes he got?
Absolutely.
But your polling agents were not there. Do you have the votes he got?
So that is why we were exposed to you that not everyone who was happy with the system was not happy with what was going on. Deliberately. But it's fine. We have come, we have become...
Because it's been 9 months now. If you had that, why didn't you
now, what is the point? If you are going to kill an elephant, why do you waste your time on ants? The election is over, it's passed. We have learned lessons from it, we would expose it, but we were focusing on coming up with our political party. That was what was occupying our minds. Now, we even have the job of establishing offices across the 276 constituencies. Once we are done with our polling station...
How long till you do that?
Very soon. I mean, it do not take much time, because the people are already calling, offering us our properties, their properties to be used as offices, because they believed in our vision, they believed in our policies, they believe that it's our policies that will turn around the fortunes of this country, that will create the much-needed jobs for the youth. And that is why this party is focusing on the entire country, but critically on women and the youth, because the women and the youth are the vulnerable in society. Our policies are fashioned around them so that we can create the much-needed jobs for them. Every youth in this country needs job. They don't care about your NPP, NDC, QPP, or whatever. They care about the party that will give them jobs. That is all that is left. Once any party in government is able to do that, your work is cut off.
So, Solomon, thank you very much
for
coming this morning. That has been News Flash, the new United Party. They say has come to stay. Very soon they'll be in your constituency. They'll open an office. And of course, you are invited to pick a form and be part of the new movement, all right?